I am trying so hard not to hit anything around me. I'm so worried that something is going to fall behind me. Okay. Hi, hello. If you don't already know, my name is Lainey and I am a cosplayer, amateur makeup artist, and a YouTuber now. I like to talk about books, D&D, and my own creations, and I am here today to review my 2021, or at least go over what I made in 2021, because I made a lot. I actually made a video similar to this last year, which is how I found the inspiration to make this one. However, that video was made in June of 2021, so it didn't even recap the entire year. I was super scatterbrained that day, and I had so much going on that I don't know how that video did well. But I am here today to review my 2021. Woo! And just to my subscribers or my usual viewers, yeah, I said I was going to do weekly uploads and then immediately fell off the face of the earth, at least on this app anyways. Apparently the phrase weekly uploads just makes my brain immediately think, oh, burnout? I was having a time in November, so I just didn't upload at all. So this will probably be the last video I ever upload in 2020, but hey, wait, not 2020, what year is it? 2021. This will be my last video of 2021, but I have a lot planned for 2022. So, let's talk about what we're going to do in today's video. Like I mentioned before, last year, I made a video that showcased everything I made in 2020 and kind of just shared my thoughts and feelings on each and every one. As you can see, I made a lot more than I did last year. And this isn't even everything that I've made, but with that being said, let's start this. Please do not kill me. So, let's start from this side, going that way. Let's talk about this. This is my second hero arc, Nonagesimus ribcage. It looks a lot better when it's on than when it's hanging from a hanger. This is what it looks like on. As you can see, it's a lot better. I don't remember exactly when I made this. It was a pain in the butt just because I could not figure out how to stabilize it. I wanted it to look a little more natural, like the structure of it, than my first ribcage. And fun fact about this, and just like a content warning real quick for like spiders, so if you're scared of those, you may want to skip to here. 3, 2, 1. Fun fact about this is there was a black widow on this thing. It may have been on it when I wore it. We don't know. I had to spray paint this all in the garage. And where I live, there's a lot of black widows or just in general spiders. I'm gonna put this on the floor. And I left it out in the garage for I think a few days just to let it dry, but also I got completely sidetracked by like a completely different project. So when I went to go get it, that same day I had done a photo shoot and then I shoved it into my closet right after and left it alone. And then lo and behold, the next morning I go into my closet and there's just a black widow on my floor. Welcome to my life. Things like this constantly happen. I think it's just due to the fact that I am an avatar of the web. Only fans of the Magnus Archives will understand the reference. So that's this. So, actually for this one, this is only the top piece. This is Lydia's wedding dress that I made in October. Which was like my big project of the year. I don't know what to say about this besides I'm trying to be positive about my creations this year. I like how this turned out. I think it's really cute and I'm very proud of myself for doing it. This thing stressed me out, specifically the skirt, which, hold on, you guys need to see this monstrosity. Not monstrosity, just it's huge. Can I sit down with this thing? I don't think I can. I think this is just gonna, yeah. Hi. So this is the skirt. I'll show a better photo of it here. This specifically was what stressed me out so much. Like, I think I talked about it a bit more in my two-part series about this costume, which you can go see now. And I think it stressed me out so much that I kind of hate looking at it. Like, I'm very proud of myself for doing it, but there's just some bad memories, which suck, but it happens sometimes. So, yeah, that's all I have to say about this. I'm gonna go throw this in a trash can, maybe. So this next one, it was in last year's video, and I technically made it in 2020. However, I made some changes to it, so that's why it's being shown again this year. So, Jane Prentice. She has made a comeback. If you remember from last year, this is what it looked like. It was just a plain red dress that I made out of felt. Not much has happened to it. However, I did go back in, this side's more appealing, and I added a bunch of weathering just to kind of the entire dress. So it looks more what I think the corruption would look like. I have thought of just remaking the entire dress, but I'm lazy and I don't know if I want to put that much effort into this cosplay. So this is what the back looks like. It's just this. Yeah. Jane Prentice. This one's an interesting one. It's missing its trench coat, which is somewhere in the back of my room. I don't know where. This is my Aziraphale cosplay from Good Omens. I just realized I'm wearing spider earrings today. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't finished the show yet just because I want to hold on until season 2. This was the first time I had ever installed buttons, I think. No, that was Harrow. Yeah? Yeah. So never mind. But like, I had so much fun kind of like coming up with their design. Like I have a little pleated skirt in here. I love the little bow tie. I gotta make a vest for the first time, and I have another vest I think over here. I don't know. I really love wearing Aziraphale. I don't wear them often just because I feel like not enough people know what Good Omens is. And so they don't really do that well on either my Instagram or my TikTok. So I don't show it that much, which is really a shame because like it's a very comfortable cosplay. Probably because it's just clothing pieces. So yeah. Aziraphale. Okay. I'm gonna have to explain this. So remember the ribcage that I shared at the very beginning of this video? So this is kind of like a part 2 to that just because this and the ribcage are for like fancy or dinner party Harrow from the book Harrow the Ninth. I just care very much about Harrow Hark, and therefore I have made about 5 different versions of her. A fun fact about Harrow the Ninth, I don't remember a single thing that ever happened in the book. I remember very well what happens in Gideon the Ninth, but Harrow the Ninth, apparently I read it so fast that I just don't know what happens. So one, I didn't really exactly remember what Harrow's dress looks like, and 2, the book doesn't really give much of a description anyway. And I hadn't seen that much artwork of this version of her. So this is my own original design. This dress is kind of the perfect dress that I've always wanted for like prom or anything if I ever did go to a dance. I don't know if you can see that there's like a whole slit in this. There's a leg slit because I wanted it. I've only worn it once so far, which is truly a shame, honestly. So I really hope to wear it more in the future. You stay there. Ooh! This costume is, I don't think I have any photographs of it. I think I have progress videos of it, but that is all. I also made this in October of this year, and I was so stressed out that I just refused to record any sort of the process of making this. This is Emily from Tim Burton's The Corpse Bride. This is just the bodice, the corset, and her veil. The skirt is large, and I'm going to have to throw in like a video of it in action here or something because it is big. Much like Lydia's, and I don't want to grab it because it's also just heavy. So I'm just going to show you the bodice and everything like that. I'm gonna be honest though, I really like how this turns out. This is a fully boned corset, and I had never made one before, so I was super nervous about it. Like I learned a lot while making this. This is what it looks like, by the way. Isn't it pretty? It fits really well. I did the entire dyeing process. This was white beforehand. I did a little, I added some beads to the very front. I don't know if you can see that. Can I? There you go. Yeah, see? There's some beads up here as well, just at the top. I didn't finish it though, because I just did not have the time. I would like to add more to this. I'll probably use this next Halloween or next October, which I'm very excited for. The veil turned out really cool as well. The skirt was really fun as well. I got to weather that. It didn't take the dye as well as I wanted it to. I think I had 3 separate buckets filled with different dyes, which correlated to different fabrics because some were polyester, some were nylon, and some were cotton. I think I had put the skirt in the wrong type of dye, and so the fabric didn't really take the dye as well as I wanted it to. So I had to go back in and add my own weathering, but that's fine. It's not supposed to look perfect. That's Emily. I'm really sad I don't have photos of this. I really need to get it photographed because like I'm gonna have to like look deep into it like an archive to find some sort of photograph. My arrangement is being messed up. Please, I'm trying to cover my messy room. It's fine. Okay. Let's move on. So, this one's also missing its skirt because that skirt is so heavy. I may go get it. I may not. But this is a photo of it if I don't. This is Elizabeth from BioShock Infinite. I have a video on how I made her props, which I will show you in a second. I honestly don't have much to say about this. I have a lot of ideas, like video ideas for her. However, I just haven't gotten around to making them. Yeah, I really don't know what to say about this because it was a very simple cosplay. Like, it didn't take very long. The skirt took the longest just because it's like one section is like pleats and then the rest is like a circle skirt. And so it took me a while to wrap my head around. But like, once the skirt was finished, it was pretty okay. I wish I wore it more, and hopefully that will happen in this upcoming year. Anyway, up you go. It's another vest because I got a vest pattern from Joann's and I did not want to stop using it because I found it really cool. So I used this for Elias Bouchard. I don't know. From the Magnus Archives. I cosplayed him anyway, even though I absolutely hate him. But I also plan on using this for Crowley from Gnomons because it looks kind of similar to the one that he has. I will not be inserting any kind of footage of what I look like in this because I hated my Elias content. Like I mentioned before, I have a lot more things that I made this year that just aren't up here because either they're props or they just weigh too much. So let's quickly go over those and then we'll go over this, which is an in-progress cosplay, which I'm very excited for. This is Emily's skirt, by the way. You can kind of see what I meant by it didn't take the dye as well as I wanted it to. It's also completely covered in dog hair. Anyway, I think I'm missing a few things because I'm pretty sure I made more than what I'm holding, but I can't seem to find it. So I'm just gonna go over this and then the props and then I'll wrap up the video. And if editing Lainey wants to add anything, I'll just add it in. This monstrosity, it looks like a hospital gown. That's because it's supposed to be. So this is another Harrowheart cosplay, or version of Harrowheart. I'm not going to spoil the book. The first part of the book, she's in this. Her makeup is described to be very cool. It's saddening, but also pretty cool. So this is literally an absolute disaster. Like, fun fact, actually, as I was trying to pull this out from the box in the depths of my closet that I was sitting in, I actually ripped it. That just goes to show that, like, this was such a quick build. It was only meant to last me for a couple hours, and it only took like an hour and a half to make. Nothing's hemmed. Seams are very clearly visible. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not very proud of this build, but like, you know, it was something I made. So at least now I know how to make a hospital gown. I think that's it for like sewing things. I know I also made a couple of like my own clothing, but that doesn't fall into like cosplay, so I'm not going to show them here, but I do wear them very often in my videos. Like I made skull or like skeleton suspender dress thing, which I love wearing. And I also I used bleach to create like a skeleton design on the back of like a hoodie. That was really cool. I think there was like something else as well, but I sold it. But with that being said, let's move on to some props that I made this year, which honestly wasn't as much as I thought I made, but this is what I have. So let's start with this. So this is my Annabeth Chase knife. As you can see, it's a little chunky on the blade. Yeah, you can see it here. This is really chunky, and that is because originally this was going to have its own video. I think it was just supposed to be about me making knives for Annabeth, but I got so carried away with filming that I forgot to sand the blade down to make it like sharp looking before like priming everything. So it's just permanently stuck like this. But yeah, it's really cool. I really like it. There's this. And then this is the second prop that I made for Elizabeth. This is like her lockpick set, a very poor version of that set. I have little lockpick things, and then this is like the little casing thing. So yeah, on to the last prop, which is this, which goes with this costume. So I am so obsessed with Arcane right now. I can talk about it for hours, and therefore I am starting to create my own Jinx cosplay, specifically from the show. And so this is like her little weapon thing. I don't know what its name is because I know like her machine gun is named like Pow Pow. I know about Fishbones, but I don't know what this is called. Jinx's blaster. That's just what I've been calling it. So it is almost done. It is like 98% done. The only things that I'm really missing is the wrap around this. This needs to be weathered a little bit more so that it matches the barrel. And I also need to add like all of the little like spray paint bits of like the blue and the pink. Like I've only made armor or like swords or knives before this. I've never made a weapon like this, but like I did it. I don't know how. I don't think I could recreate my whole process, but I did it. Yeah, I think it looks really cool. I'm very proud of myself for making it. So the last thing that I have to show to go along with the prop that I just showed you. This is what I have done of Jinx so far. Let's get you in frame a little bit better. But yeah, this is kind of what she's looking like so far. I have her main belt done. I also added this cool little butt pouch. I actually made this for like an entirely different cosplay. It actually opens. And I can like store things in it. So if I ever take Jinx to like a cosplay convention, Comic-Con, just in general convention, I can like stick my phone in here and things like that. I am like so entertained by this little butt pouch. I don't know why. Hi, I'm Lainey. It's very easy to impress me. Anyway, so I'm adding a little bit more to her design, but yeah, I'm really like how everything is turning out. I'm learning a lot of things. I have learned that I absolutely despise working with fake leather. I'm gonna shut up now because this is the end of the video. I don't think there's anything else I have to say. I'm so proud of myself for how much I have created this year. I'm just really proud of myself and I'm really excited for next year. I think next year it's going to be a lot of reusing my old cosplays because a huge problem that I had this year was just not using my cosplays enough because I was creating so many cosplays at a time that I would just forget about the ones that I had just made and make a new one. I think next year I'm mainly going to focus on getting a lot of these costumes photographed. Yeah, I already have some costumes in the making, so January will be so much fun. I'm really sorry for just disappearing from YouTube for a bit. I feel like that just normally happens. I think a resolution for next year is just working on that and preventing burnout. So we'll see how that goes. To those who celebrate, I wish you a Merry Christmas. I don't know if Hanukkah is still going on in the time that I'm doing this, but I wish those who celebrate that very good Hanukkah. I hope it went well. Happy New Year's. Happy birthday to me, depending on when this will be released. If you've made it to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, feel free to subscribe, like this video, comment down below. If you want more scheduled posting from me or consistent posting from me, I suggest you go follow me on Instagram and TikTok. More so Instagram though. I post there every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. TikTok is kind of just whenever I kind of feel like it. I hope you stick around and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye!